Okay, you've had some time to listen. You've had some time to speak. You've had time to work as a group and hear other points of views and ideas. Now we're going to start to put that into practice. Ultimately, the purpose of communication is to influence the world around us. That's what it's for. When a baby learns to communicate, it might be through crying or hand signals. They're communicating either that they're poopy or they need to eat something or they're tired or something like that, right? It's communication. Every time that we speak, it's because we're trying to do something. That's it. We're trying to change the world around us to what we want it to be through our speaking. If it's an assignment like this one, you're speaking because it's the assignment. So you're trying to change the world around you in that you want a decent grade in this class, so you're doing what you need to do for that. Sometimes you're arguing with people to get your point of view. Sometimes you're trying to convince people to do what you want them to do. Sometimes you're begging and pleading with people to not do what you don't want them to do. That's what communication is all about. This assignment is going to be about changing your immediate world, meaning here in the junior high, for the better. So as a group, I want you to put your heads together and think about some change that you would like to see in the junior high. At this point, presumably, most of you have been here for a couple of years and you know the junior high very, very, very well. Take a look at the world around you. Don't think of the junior high as there's nothing that can change. This is just the way it is. I want you to really think about the school and think, if we could change it, what would we change? How would we make it better? What would that look like? So as a group, brainstorm. You can use the whiteboard, put some ideas up on the board. What are things that you would like to see different in the junior high? Once you get that list up on the board, that should be a sizable list. There's plenty of things that we can change in the junior high. Then narrow it down to a handful of those that you would really like to see different right now. Then take a look at what that might entail. What would it take to make that change? And then narrow it down to maybe just a couple that you really do some research and figure out what would it take to actually make this change happen. Then as a group, you're going to put together a proposal for change. So this isn't just a whining program where you get to complain about something you don't like. Nobody wants to hear people complain unless there is a solution attached to it. So if you're able to come forward with an answer of, I don't like this about the school, and here's what I'm proposing we do about it to make it better for everyone. Here's how it would work. Here's what it would look like. Then there might be people willing to listen to you. So as a group, do the research on maybe one or two, even maybe three of these, and start coming up with viable solutions. How do we actually make it better? Then you're going to have to narrow it down to one proposal for change. And you're going to work together as a group to make a professional proposal to whoever the person is that has say. So if it's just something here in the junior high that's just a change that's fairly simple, then maybe it's Mr. Carlson or Mr. Gentile, Mrs. LaRue that we're submitting the proposal to. If it's something that is sizable and is the way we do it throughout the district, maybe that proposal is going to Dr. Lords, to the superintendent, right? So it just depends on what the change is, who you'll prepare the proposal for. The proposal could be a paper write-up where you have, maybe it's a folder that has page by page, here's the problem, here's what we see as a solution, here's how we propose we go about it, and here's what it would require. Maybe it's a slideshow, maybe it's an email, maybe it's a video. You're going to need to decide as a group what is the most effective way to, number one, lay out the problem, number two, propose a solution, and number three, give a list of what exactly that would entail. Who would need to do something? What would it cost? Where would that come from? Those types of things. For this project, I want you to involve me quite a lot. I'm pretty good at pushing back against ideas and helping you to think through all of the sides of it. So get me involved once you narrow it down to just a few proposals, and then I'll push back, and then I can give you more detail on where exactly you should go on this and who your audience will be. Who is the person or people that you're actually proposing this to, and what might that look like? Okay, so in the beginning, brainstorm all the changes you would want to see at the junior high. Narrow it down to a few of those. Do actual research. Why is it the way it is now? What solutions do you propose? What would those solutions look like? What would they cost? How would we go about that? And then get it down to one official proposal that you actually prepare a professional proposal for change. Your ultimate goal with this assignment: change the junior high. Change the world in which you live, because that's what communication is all about. All right? Have fun. Good luck.